Hi beekeepers, it's Jenna here from Mann Lake out in the Minnesota bee yard to bring you the July edition of the Beekeepers Buzz for the North. Now, full disclosure, I'm out here in June yet because I wanted to get this information out to you early because July is a really critical month for beekeeping if you're in a northern climate. So we're going to talk about everything that you should be doing with your hives. And again, timing is really critical, especially in July. So first things first, July is when we usually get a really good nectar flow. So clover's going to be blooming, basswood. Make sure you get your honey supers on your strong hive. This hive here, we're going to be supering up probably in about another week or so in anticipation of that honey flow. And honestly, this hive here is pretty strong. We're probably going to put 2 supers on at a time. So if you have a really strong colony and you're coming up into a nectar flow, strongly suggest just throw 2 supers on right away. Your bees are going to fill that up. You'll get a lot of honey. So from there in July, make sure you're continuing with your regular hive inspections. Again, highly recommend using a frame perch when you're doing that, just to make sure that you don't accidentally roll your queen when you're pulling your frames in and out. So things that you're going to look for when you're in the hive in July. Again, make sure you are checking your brood pattern. Do you have a strong queen? If you don't have a strong brood pattern and you need to requeen, July is about as late as you want to do it if you're in a northern climate, because you want to give her time to get in the hive, for the bees to accept her, for her to start laying. So make sure that if you've got a weak hive or a queen that's not laying well, you requeen in July. Then from there, late July is a really good time for you to actually go in and do a mite treatment. So July is kind of the peak of population for honeybees in our northern region, and so it's also the peak of population for Varroa mites. And high mite loads this time of year can actually result in you losing your hives over the winter. So you may have your honey supers on when you need to go and treat, and that's okay. There are products out there that you can use when you've got your honey supers on. There's 2 that I would recommend. So depending on your daytime temperatures, you could go with Formic Pro. Formic Pro is one that if it's going to be 80 degrees in that 10-day forecast when I'm going to be treating, I'll generally wait. If it gets higher than that, there are some issues with using Formic Pro. Specifically, it can shut down your queen from laying brood and could potentially even result in queen loss. So definitely, if it's going to be too hot, you want to stay away from Formic Pro. Now, obviously, it's July, so it's going to be nice and warm in a lot of places. So what's your option? There's a product called HopGuard. So that's a great product that you can use in your hive. It's very easy to apply, just 2 strips per brood box, and you can put it when your honey supers are on. It's made from hops, like what they make beer from, so all natural and will work to knock down your mite levels. That being said, I usually will continue to test through the rest of the season and follow up with another mite treatment again in the fall. Keeping your mites under control are really going to be critical for making sure that your bees survive winter. So lastly, what is it that you need to worry about? July, again, it's hot, so make sure your bees have water. I think it's something that people oftentimes just overlook. So put a bucket of water or a bird bath out in your bee yard, and we actually started selling these little floats that you can put out in there so they have a landing spot to access water. So again, July, put your honey supers on your strong colonies. This is the time where you're going to get honey production in our northern region. Keep up with your regular hive inspections, requeen if you need to, and then mite treatment late July. Make sure your bees have water. So there is a lot going on in July. Like I said, it's one of our most critical months, but it's a great month to be a beekeeper because there's actually a lot going on and a lot for you to do. And hopefully come August, you'll have some honey to extract. So if you have any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have. You can also give our sales reps a call. They're very knowledgeable and would love to hear from you. And lastly, check out Bella. She's our AI chatbot on our website, and she is great for answering your beekeeping questions. Thanks and have a great day.